Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. Happy Monday. Happy 5-5 portal. Fives are of shifts. They're the halfway mark. You're halfway there. You've already won half the battle just by showing up. And 5-5. 555 is a radical expansion. So I'm really getting some energy around there's some radical expansion happening. On top of the fact that yesterday, May 4th, may the 4th be with you, was when Pluto went into retrograde through the sign of Aquarius. Coming through is Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle. Cutting through. So every time he cuts through my readings, instead of seeing it as rude, I'm going to see it as our ancestors, my grandmother's spirit, maybe someone else's grandmother's spirit is here to let us know that Pluto, the planet of death and transformation, by facing your fears, going into the underworld of your deepest fears, cleaning out your closet, is what will cut through into radical expansion. I'm seeing that for sure. If you're new to my channel, welcome, beloveds. My name is Princess Leah. And as I said, as yesterday was May 4th, may the 4th be with you. This weekend, I knew over the weekend forecast, I knew there was going to be some big energy with Pluto. I was really feeling it strongly with Venus. The facing your deepest fears in your relationships, clearing, transforming, old patterns, wanting, going back. There might be some patterns and habits that might try to resurface, that might try to come up to, I don't want to use the word test you, but it is kind of with Pluto in retrograde, it's like a review. So maybe you were tested over the weekend to, go back on old behaviors and patterns, energies, thoughts, maybe some gremlins that were outdated, disempowering beliefs that were trying to come up. But I'm hearing that if it didn't come up this weekend, if it didn't start coming up this weekend, this 5-5 portal is shifting us into the Pluto retrograde as we retract. The retrogrades are the RE words: review, recoup, revisit, reflect, and reconcile. So that's what I'm hearing, is that Pluto to me is like the Tower card in the tarot, and we will be getting into the Star Child Akashic Tarot here, along with the Beyond Lemuria oracles and the Four Agreements oracles, as well as tuning into our heart chakra. But what I'm hearing is Pluto is like the Tower card, where things have to be shaken up. Anything that was under faulty foundation has to be resurfaced. And if it's the foundation, the bottom of, think of a house or a building, if the bottom of the house or building, if that foundation is even slightly kiltered, just a little hair off, or if there's a little tiny crack, the building might last for 10 years, 15, 20, maybe even 30 years. But eventually that house, that building is going to come into some really terrible foundational issues, right? And you're going to have to eventually, you can't just you can try to duct tape it, is what I'm hearing. You can try to slap a Band-Aid on it, but eventually it's not enough, and you have to completely tear down the entire building. I'm hearing even like bridges. After a while, you have to tear it down and completely rebuild it, just due to the way that it was constructed and due to the wear and tear of it over time. with weather, with driving, you know, just that kind of thing. And that's why I'm hearing the importance of maintenance, self-maintenance. I heard this the other day and I love it. It's the equivalent of self-love or self-care, but self-maintenance is like maintaining your house, maintaining your car, maintaining the things that externally, right? You would maintain your skin, you would maintain, right? If you're doing that to yourself, you're making sure that you are resting when needed, eating healthy foods, drinking water, staying hydrated, right? Taking supplements, doing exercising your body, putting healthy things on your skin, right? Things like that. That is a self-maintenance. That is like maintaining your car so that getting gas in it when it's, you know, at a low, before it becomes on E, or clearing, cleansing, filtering, replacing all of like the fluid, the brake pads. Like I'm having a lot of car analogies because I've been having a lot of car issues personally, and that is of transportation. So I'm hearing the planet Mercury, which is the planet of consciousness as well as transportation as well as communication, but I'm also seeing this as like wings of transporting a transportation, taking you from point A to point B, and I'm seeing that as the growth and expansion with this 5-5 portal, as the expansion of taking you from one timeline to the next. So let's say if you're, you know, getting a new car, that's like going from one timeline to the next, a new set of wings, like a butterfly. If you are constantly, if you want to keep your car and you want to keep your car running for longer, you maintain it, you take care of it as it needs, getting oil changes and checkups, and you know. And so I'm seeing that same thing with your spiritual health, with your physical body, is that's what this Pluto retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is the individual humanitarian. It's the innovator, the water carrier. Okay? It is the container that holds the water, the space that holds the water to be filled. Right? I have my glass of water. The Aquarius is not the water. A lot of people think that it's a water sign because of aqua and the symbol, but it's actually the container that holds it. So I'm also hearing some MDR, some people MSR, don't even. I'm messing it up. So I'm hearing a lot of like Mercury. I'm gonna see I don't know what Mercury's up to right now, but I'm feeling a lot of mercurial energy. So yeah, see where Mercury is in your chart, what sign rules that Mercury rules. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap into our heart space so we can get some more prophetic downloads that might be coming through from our hearts. Like I said, if you're new to my channel, I pull from the highest frequencies of conscious love. And so if you haven't already done so, definitely hit that like button on your way in or out. And if you are enjoying this message, and if you'd like to be a part of our Vibe Tribe, where we're healing the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love, then you can also hit that subscribe. So let's see what our heart space is saying. Place your hand on your heart. Yeah, lots of messages, lots of throat chakra clearing. My throat wanted to close up. Getting caught up on my words, losing my words. Mercurial energy of the transportation as we're shifting from one energy to the next. I'm hearing shifting and moving through our chakras from the low chakras of our roots, of our Earth Star, into all through up to the crown and the soul star chakra. I did peek when I was shuffling the Beyond Lemuria that the crown chakra, when I split the deck, wanted to show up. So that's what I'm feeling. Our root chakra is expanding, is awakening, is clearing. We are shifting from the root, that primitive, primal, safety, security, home, familial, up to the crown. It's a journey. The crown of the unlimited self, your divine unlimited self, the essence of who you are, which is love, pure conscious love. It's a journey. I'm hearing the longest journey is from your head to your heart. And I'm feeling masculine energy with the awakening, with the root chakra, the sacral, the solar plexus, all masculine energies that are connected to the physical world, physical realm, is now coming up to meet their feminine counterpart of the throat, the third eye, the crown chakras, of the non-physical, of the pure expression, of the conception, of the idea that's coming online, that's coming together, that's merging into union. The heart is the space where the feminine and the masculine merge. The heart is the space where the higher chakras and the lower chakras merge. The balance, as above, so below. That's why it's the Star of David, as above, so below. Pluto has to reflect back. It's only at 3 degrees right now. It moves very, very slowly. That's why it's going to be in retrograde for about 5-6 months until October. And it's probably going to go back into Capricorn for a minute until it moves back direct for the next 20 years. And it'll stay in Aquarius for the next 20 years. And again, with that Aquarian energy of the innovator, the one that thinks outside the box, the individual, the esoteric, right? I'm hearing the esoteric, the eccentric humanitarian, right? The radical humanitarian who thinks outside the box to resolve solutions, that always keeps in mind the sake of humanity. I'm hearing Aquarius is the synonym of synergy, where the sum is greater than that of its individual parts. We are better together. But I'm also hearing the thing about Aquarius that's different than like that kind of same harmonious balance that maybe Libra would be holding space for in that air sign, is that Aquarius is also encouraging the whole to be their own individual droplets in the ocean. I like that. No droplet in the ocean is the same, yet you need each individual droplet to form the ocean, to fill the ocean space. and it goes deep, and it goes wide, and it's vast, and it's beautiful, and it's dangerous. It's wild and untamed. It's unpredictable. It's ruled by the moon. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, of responsibility. So as we reflect for these next 5 or 6 months on the things about our foundations, the things that are in our lives that are faulty, that are not fully aligned with our unique, individual, highest, unlimited, divine selves. That's what's going to be perishing. That's what's going to be expanding out. That's what's going to be transforming, but that does require the strength and courage to face your fears, to do your best, to take the next step forward, to keep going. Recognizing where you are is half the battle. That's what I'm seeing with the number 5 for this 5/5 portal. Right now, we are seeing where we are, and that can be uncomfortable. It can feel very exploitive, expose. Again, there's that mercurial, I don't know, I can't find the word. I'm hearing exploiting, but that's not the right word. It's more of like exposure. Like when, like the light being shown on, you know, your closet, and all the cobwebs and skeletons are coming out so that you can finally clean out your closet. Maybe some of you are actually cleaning out your closet. And I'm hearing Eminem, cleaning out my closet. I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. So Eminem might be significant for you. That song, those lyrics specifically might be. Maybe we're reflecting back on our bad habits, our toxic cycles, our trends, our, you know, patterns. We're seeing where we have not shown up at our fullest and our best state. We're seeing how we can be better partners, lovers, daughters, sons, parents, friends, co-workers, employees. We're seeing all of this, and it does, again, it comes up. Saturn rules karma. Karma's not bad, it's cause and effect. So that's where the taking responsibility to on your actions that have affected you, whether it was positively or negatively, whether it affects the people around you positively or negatively. That's what this time is about. And to give yourself grace. Loving compassion came through as well. And I'm seeing this at the top. Honor the man or woman that you are. Okay? Take risks to express your dream. Take action. Taking action is about living fully and expressing all that you are, that crown chakra. And I know for a fact that this is a crown. Oops, not that one. This is a crown. Honor the essence, the purity of the love that you are with this white dove. Honor the regal, royal, sovereign being that you are. Say only, okay, the Four Agreements wants to talk right now because I saw this one, enjoy heaven on earth, when I accidentally pulled it up. And then this one is coming through, say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. I really like that. You're not responsible for other people. You're only responsible for yourself. I love that. I'm going to put this here. Enjoy heaven on earth feels like it wants to stay out. So maybe I'll keep it out. If we feel like we want to shuffle some more, then we can. But I'm going to go ahead and see what kind of cards that Spirit wants to come through with the Akashic Star Child Tarot for today, for this 5/5 portal, and how Pluto retrograde is helping us, how this expansive timeline shift is moving us through. I'm just hearing great awakenings, grand awakenings, grand openings. Maybe you're opening up a business, opening up a idea. I don't know, grand openings. So look at this. We have oppression in reverse. Wow, great. Like, honestly, I say great energy because it is. The reverse of oppression. We are awakening, grand awakenings to the things that were faulty, toxic, and karmic, and clearing that oppression. We're coming out of that space of oppression. That's what this Pluto in Aquarius is here to help us through. I know that Aquarius is also around technology, okay, and AI, artificial intelligence. So there's just a lot of that shifting in our systems, in our governments. I'm hearing the 6, yep, exactly, with the Justice card, the 6 of Swords, and then the Justice card here at the bottom. Yep. So this time right now we're shifting, but the dust has not settled yet. We're waiting for the dust to settle. We're waiting for the storm to pass, to get out of Dodge is what I'm hearing, to get to calmer waters, so that you can be more clear, so the path ahead of you can be more clear, because you're coming into, this is what's happening, this time where the dust is up. Look, I told you, Pluto reminds me of the Tower. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at all this major arcana, Justice, the Tower, Strength. Look at this beautiful energy. Pluto in Aquarius, or Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, Justice. That's your sister sign, Libra. Pluto, Tower. You are gaining the strength. That's what we're shifting. That's this 5/5 portal is going to radically shift us into the timeline of strength, so that we can have the strength to endure when justice will be served, whether it is in the government. I don't really, talk politics on here, but I'm just hearing in your own governing house. Maybe let's see what house governs Pluto or Aquarius for you. What house right now that it's in. And if you know that information or want to look that up, that's just coming up for those who know how to. Also Libra energy, Leo energy. Look at that. So I'm hearing that there is going to be some justice and balance. There is going to be some equality. You see the sword is down, which means the fight is over. The battle is won. The tower is crumbling from faulty foundations, and it's building up a strength within you to be able to tap into, again, remember that sovereign man or woman that you are. It's helping you tap into that royal space, that unlimited, that crown chakra space. Yes. You might be feeling like you're at a crossroads right now with the Two of Wands. Look at that. And the Emperor underneath that. You might be feeling like you're at a crossroads with the Divine Masculine. Interesting here with the Queen of Crystals underneath that. You might be feeling like you're at a crossroads with feeling stable with the Divine Masculine, or wanting to stabilize or solidify. But I'm hearing again, justice is going to be coming in as soon as, however that will look, as soon as this, Maybe you have something with the court. I don't know. Let's take it as it resonates. But as soon as that Pluto, I'm hearing as soon as Pluto like destroys this tower, I'm hearing collapsing. I'm seeing a construction site with like a bulldozer, a wrecking ball. I'm hearing Miley Cyrus. I came in like a wrecking ball, right? My throat chakra is wanting to close up, so something is going to be said that needs to be said. Conversations going to be had, but clarity is going to be made at the end of the day. Clarity, you're seeking clarity, you're waiting for the dust to settle. So I'm hearing just kind of go within right now and reflect. Kind of go within. I'm hearing don't be too impulsive right now, because justice, strength, protection with this Emperor card is all coming in for you. It's all coming in for you. These are the strongest cards energies that I'm feeling. Justice, strength, and protection. So even if you don't feel clear on the path that you're on right now, even if you don't feel clear with when it comes to a choice, or when it comes to the masculine energy within yourself, or perhaps an external divine counterpart, even if you feel like things are crumbling, it's all crumbling so that they can fall into the perfect place. Perfect. And you cannot get it wrong with whatever choice or decision you go. Thy rod and thy staff are with you. You will, Virgo energy, have stability. It will come in. I want to keep all this. I think that this is really beautiful. I want to hold justice, strength, and the Emperor. We have the Two of Wands and the Tower. I know it's not exactly how it showed up, but these are the strongest energies that are really speaking. So what, besides the crown chakra, that there's a lot of, again, honor who you are, honor who you're becoming. Thank you, Spirit. Listen to the sound of the universe. You are starting, this is a brand new ground point zero. 0 point. Ground zero. The ether. Something in the ethers is moving. The seamless, unspeakable. A new beginning is occurring. Listen to the sound of the universe, that throat chakra energy. We're in Taurus season right now too. Number 51 or 46 might be significant numbers for you, 6 and 10. But you are also a star seer. You can see the highest potential in your future and others as well. You can see the Emperor. You can see that you have this royal, regal strength, justice, power, leadership, Aries energy, Libra energy. I love that. Leo energy. And so, so trust that even in the midst of a tower, even in the midst of the crumbling, even in the midst of the deconstruction, the renovation, yes, thank you, that's what it is, right? You have to gut all your house if you want to renovate it. It's not pretty at first. The construction sites, the construction highways, when you have to repave a really bad road, it's not fun as you're ripping up the concrete, and you have to, now the street is in a bottleneck, tiny fit, and everything feels unclear, everything feels stagnant, everything feels uncertain, everything feels, right? That's what's happening in life. That's what it might be feeling like. That's what you might be feeling or going through within the next 6 months. But what is happening is it's bringing you into clear justice, into strength, and into power and protection. It is Emperor empowering you. to really truly see the star that you are, and to trust and to speak and to sing the sound of the universe. You might be a singer yourself, as I'm an intuitive artist and healer as well. You might be a musician, and you play trumpets or sax or something with the horns. But just remember that your truth is personal to you. So whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you need to come into, whatever it is that you're recognizing and light is shining upon, whatever is that you're cleaning out of your closet or awakening to what needs to be destroyed in order to be transformed, what needs to be uprooted in order to be replanted, what needs to be, what's the word? What needs to collapse in order to be renovated. That's your truth, and that's personal to you. So give yourself grace, compassion, space, and like the Aquarius, be the container to hold all of this water, this emotions. Give yourself space to hold the emotions that are coming up, that are unraveling. And just trust that in the end, everything's going to be all right. You will be stronger. Justice will be served. It will be balanced and harmonious for all. Synergy. You will be protected and provided for. And you will be the emperor of your own king or queendom. You will be empowered. Wow. Okay, well, very beautiful. I hope that this helps, and if it does, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe if you would like to join our Vibe Tribe, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Until next time, beautiful beloveds, peace and love. Namaste. Bye.